That snow causing some very dangerous, treacherous conditions on highways in northern Arizona. DPS is now confirming 3 people were killed in a crash on I-40 near Williams. ADOT has closed multiple highways anyway, including I-40 eastbound near Kingman, I-40 westbound in Winslow.
We just went through our most stressful 24 hours so far on this adventure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yesterday we got our work done and our schoolwork done at the end of the day, and decided to drive the 20 minutes to Winslow to get propane and a couple of groceries. Spent a little bit of time downtown doing the standing on the corner. Sun was out, cold wind. We knew there was some rain and snow in the forecast later in the night. Didn't think it would be a big deal. Finish our shopping, and just about the time we were ready to go, they closed the interstate back to where we were going, and there was no other road options. Fortunately, we ran into a nice officer, talked to him for a little bit, trying to figure out if there was any other way we could get back to our RV. The dog was back there. We had a roast in a crock pot. Didn't want to have to be stuck in Winslow with that going on, and the possibility of the RV freezing up because we had our propane tanks with us to get them refilled. On top of that, we got refused the sale of propane because it was too windy. So we had all sorts of fun going on. Nice officer suggested a route. It was quite a ways out of the way for us to try. We took a chance on it. It was a 130-mile round trip just to get the 20 minutes back to where we were. Wasn't terrible, wasn't too late. It took about 2 hours to do. It was dark by the time we got back, but 30 minutes after we got back, they closed the eastbound route too, so we were close. So it was very stressful, and then in the end we still needed propane. We had enough to get through the night, but wanted to fill our tanks just in case. Today, woke up, interstate's still closed. They opened eastbound, I think, 8 or 9 o'clock this morning. We watched it all day, hoping they would open up the road so that if we went into Winslow to get propane, we could at least come back to the RV. At noon, that still wasn't the case. It was still closed. So I called around. There looked like there might have been an option for another road or another station to the west of us, between us and Flagstaff. They said they had propane. So we took a chance. The interstate was still closed. We got on it and headed west. We were the only ones out there. We did have a state trooper come up on us. I was a little bit nervous about that. Thought we might get pulled over. He went on past, left us to our business. We got the station, got our propane. Now we're heading back to the RV, and thankfully we're going to be okay. But that was a very stressful 24 hours, not knowing where we could go, what we could do. I guess worst case scenario, we would have had to close everything up, go get a hotel in Winslow, but we still would have run the risk of things freezing up in the RV. So very thankful we were able to make it back. Thanks to Officer Downs in Winslow. Very nice, very helpful. Really appreciate his time. He didn't need to stop, take time. I'm sure they're busy, but he did, so we appreciate that. And then appreciate the fine folks at the Shell station up here on I-40 in between the Meteor Crater RV Resort and Flagstaff. They were able to help us too. So yeah, I don't know what everybody else does in this situation. I would tell you, if you're coming to visit the Meteor Crater and the weather's in question, what we've learned here the last 24 hours is they closed down the road, and the locals have told us even if it's raining hard. So I don't know how true that is, but there's no other roads. We got fortunate. I wouldn't count on it. So come in prepared, watch the weather, and yeah.
And don't always trust Google Maps. We thought these roads were going to be okay to go down, and when we searched on the satellite, realized that they were dirt roads that were not maintained and probably washed out with bushes growing in between them.
Yeah, most of the roads around us were really not accessible to us.
They weren't. So we stayed on pavement, which took us a lot more time, but it was safer.
Well, here we are, day 3 of the I-40 being closed. It's a beautiful day here outside of Winslow. It's 11 a.m. and they're still showing I-40 closed westbound, which sucks because today is our travel day. So we're getting ready as if we're going to leave here shortly. Not sure what we're going to do. Hopefully they open it up at noon, but it's not really looking that great. We might chance it, I don't know. Just as we got hooked up, looked out the window and there was traffic on the interstate going westbound. So we're going westbound too. Hopefully we can get all the way through Flagstaff into Williams. Not sure what it's like on the other side of Flagstaff yet. They were cleaning up an accident. That was supposedly the reason for all of this. So fingers crossed, here we go. By the way, if you see William in the back seat with those crazy glasses, motion sickness gets to him. And so we found these crazy glasses on Amazon, and so far they've worked. We'll put a link down below if you want to buy a pair of those if you've got a kid or somebody that rides with some motion sickness issues. So far they've done really well. It surprised me. They look a little goofy, but he likes them.